Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana has not yet broken above this high of the wave E high from the 6th of October. So for me, the downside pressure is still very much there, but we have a good sign, and this sort of wave count that we talked about in the previous video actually did work out. We saw one more new high, yeah, and we can count a wave 1 now as complete. Does that mean it needs to be complete? No, it could still certainly push higher because you never know how much the last wave is extending. And there's also a way to count this, that another low is coming and another high. But importantly, this is now, let's say, countable. We can count it as an impulse, which is a first signal that things are turning around. Okay, so that we have possibly seen already the low here, where I labeled this as a wave 5 low, that this was a substantial turning point, and that we are now pushing higher for now. But this is not confirmed yet. This is only like the first indication. Yeah, so you can count now a wave 1 here, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5 as complete. 5-wave move. Yeah, no overlaps. Really good. Not a diagonal, a proper impulse. There is a way to count this in a way that we say, okay, there will be another low and another high, but it's not high confidence. Obviously, breakout point for that would be the 33.8 cent level. And I'm pretty sure in the last video I gave you the 33.5 cent level as resistance level. That was this last wave 2 high. And to be honest, you can see how relevant this resistance level was. Yeah, we broke above it for a short period, but really that was resistance here, right? So that was the wave 2 high. And to be honest, if we see a new high, we would need to break obviously above this level, but then you get your next resistance level straight away, which is here at 34.5 cents, which is this wave E high. So they are key resistance levels. So we're just below resistance. So I am expecting at some point here a fairly strong retracement. And then again, that will give us clarity about, was this just a fake out, or is this a proper impulse and the next wave down will be a correction? So this will be the first. So what always happens when you are in let's say you change the trend from a long downtrend into an uptrend, you're waiting for the first impulse to the upside. The first correction will be a stress test, because the first correction is going to tell you if you're really in this uptrend, because if the correction is holding critical support levels, then there's a really good chance to push higher in the next wave up. And this is what we're looking at now. I'm going to tell you which level now needs to hold. So we say this is 5 waves up. Yeah, short term there could be further upside. And again, I gave you the key resistance level, which is here the 34.5 cent level, should we break higher. The next resistance afterwards will be the 35.5 cent level. And then the next, if we get above that, that will open the door to the 30, did I say cent? Dollars, $35.5. So if I said cent at any point here, yeah, it's Sunday, right? So no, it's all about dollars here. But the $35.5 level, if we break above that, it will take us to $39. Yeah, this would open the doors, because this is quite a substantial move. There is literally not much support left, resistance in that area, and you could quite freely move to that $39 level. A move above $39 in the end will open the doors to much higher levels, $48 plus, okay? But here in the short term, as we can count 5 waves as complete, we always need to be on the lookout for lower now, from now on. Yeah, again, there could be one more push, and I gave you the resistance areas, but I think it will get exhausted at some point. When could we be certain that the move to the downside is starting? Well, for me, I think it's all about this trend line here. Yes, only 2 touch points, but if we come back to it, we will have 3. And if we then break that trend line, that would be a good signal that wave 2 has started. Okay. And if we take a look at wave 2, then let's just assume for simplicity reasons that a high was made here, because I want to give you some indication of how low is it allowed to go in any retracement now. And the level that it really needs to hold in wave 2 is the 28.34 level. So that is a 78.6 retrace. If it comes down and breaks the trend line now, we've got key levels where it can bounce off from and start the wave 3 to the upside. And those were $30.35, $29.52, and $28.34. They are the key support levels. The point is I can't really put that on the chart as target area yet, because I don't have a signal that the wave 1 is complete. There's some indications here, but not really a signal. To be honest, I think a break below the 50-day moving average would already be a sign of weakness. But then that is pretty much at the $32 level, so pretty much at the level where you would break the trend line anyway. So going below $32 would probably be the signal that wave 2 has started. And when we do that, I will formulate or give you the targets in the next area on the chart as a target area. But I already mentioned the targets here in this video. And yeah, anywhere in there, if this is a bullish wave count, and it's still very early days because this is really only the first, let's say, rally that we can take seriously since the low at around about $27, right? So it's still very, very early days. But if the support is holding, then we can expect a next move up in a third wave. I can give you just a rough idea where that might land or where that might have to land. Roughly would have to get to, $39. That would make perfect sense because the $39 level is this key resistance area that I mentioned. So it's again something that might be worth to add to the watch list. At the moment though, we are making only lower highs, so nothing to get too excited about yet, but something to keep an eye on, especially if we break those critical resistance levels that I mentioned to you. Okay, that's my update about Solana. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.